Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new Path of Titans official creature showcase. This is HATZEGOPTERYX. It is now in the game and was released today about 5 hours ago while I was asleep. God damn Matt, by the way, always releasing things while I'm asleep, you cheeky goose. This is a brand new flyer, the apex flyer of the game, and is gonna be a menace. And I've seen that this thing is able to pick dinosaurs up, which actually is quite terrifying, because I also thought the devs said they weren't going to do that because of complications that could arise, but looks like it can. So let's showcase it off, and I hope you all are having a Merry Christmas, by the way. This is HATZEGOPTERYX. This is the male, and that is the female. So the female is more greys, the male's is more browns. The beak on the female has a tint of reddy brown, whereas the male is more grey, like a flip. But now, let's showcase the subspecies. We've got Fambima, which is flight stamina plus 10%. You've got Philadelphia, which is plus 5% armor, which I've definitely mispronounced. The difference there is actually quite strong, mainly to do with the crest and the overall body shape. I think that there's like a small change around the arm there. If I do that again, yeah, like the back. And then the final one is Gigantia, which is plus 3% attack damage. And this one has that massive beak. That is the best way to explain that one. That beak is sharp, it's long, and it's gonna do a lot of damage. But now, let's showcase this beast in game. So, HATZEGOPTERYX is here, and this is the baby of this flyer. This is not even a dinosaur, this pterosaur, this large pterosaur at that. And this baby's already quite big. I'd say, you know, probably on par with that of Velocci. But even so, this thing looks absolutely beautiful. A very nice, a very cool looking baby bird, and very nice one at that. Anyways, let's showcase the calls for this little guy. At the moment, you get a standard bite attack when you are a baby, and that's the sound it makes when it bites. And of course, these are your calls. Oh, it's got a tongue as well. That's a nice touch. Very animated. Reminds me of Thalasso. That's going to be as annoying as Thalasso, I feel it. I love that as well. And then you got the friendly again. My only downside with this one is it doesn't have as many other emotes. It doesn't have a shake, it doesn't have stuff like that. I guess Thalasso doesn't either. And there's another thing that I want to point out. This thing, I'm holding shift right now. It takes ages to get into a running state. And then flying, it kind of does the lift off quite instantly. So its flying stamina is actually really good as a baby as well. But overall, this thing is actually not that bad. I wonder if this will have the same problems that Quetz will have, or had. Because, well, a long neck, and that's a wall, and being able to attack in the air could be a concern. This will take some getting used to, though, because that running speed to get ready to fly is going to be quite interesting. But, of course, let's just go ahead and showcase the skins, the abilities, and everything as an adult as well. So, the skins, let's showcase all of these. You've got the default skin, which is right here. Here's pattern 1, 2, and 3. Then you move into the backer skin, which I love this backer skin, by the way. It's very pretty. It's 1, 2, and 3. What I'll do at the end, I'll just randomize that one as well, because it's really nice. You got Cape, which is another skin that is purchasable in the game. Now, this is purchasable via, I think it's the Winter Skins pack. Costs 350 Path of Titans coins. I'm going to do a showcase of all of those new skins today in a later video, so do bear that in mind. That's what you can expect later today. Then you've got Data, Pans 1, 2, and 3. I really like that. Vulture, Hawk. This one kind of reminds me of the backer skin. It's like a backer skin, but on a budget. Then you've got Gilded. I love this, by the way. The reds, the blues, it blends so nicely. Then you got Moth. Love the pattern on the wing with this one. It's probably one of my favorites. The blacks, the oranges, the whites. It blends very, very well. Sunburst. I think this reminds me of like a certain tropical bird. Then you've got Banded. Nice blue beak there. You got Arakari. A beautiful skin as well. Very vibrant oranges. Then you got the albino. And then finally, the melanistic. But before I do showcase any more, I do really quickly want to do this. And you'll see what the colour options are for the backer as we cycle through it. It looks very, very nice. I do prefer some of them there. Then you got the cape one. So what does this one look like? This randomizes the patterns and the skin colors as well. So it's very nice overall. And then we do the same for default. Very nice skins. Some very vibrant skins as well, so it's very, very nice to see. As far as I'm gonna say right here, this might be one of the more feature complete new playables that we've got added to the game, because once you look at the amount of attacks and abilities that this thing has, you'll see that it's actually quite fair. However, as you can see, it is limited. It doesn't have a voice ability or stuff like that, but it does have some interesting stuff. For the head, you've got Peck, which restores a small amount of stamina for every attack you inflict, which is really interesting. This is not something we've seen from a Path of Titans official creature so far. You've got Clamp, which bites and holds onto enemies for as long as your stamina allows. Can move and drag them around. You cannot use it while in air, so bear that in mind. I do have a picture of it in an action here. I think they picked up a Campto. I don't know the rough size that it goes to, but I'm assuming it's not going to be any massive dinosaurs getting clamped. But yes, it does work and it is functionable. I'm just not a multiplayer to show it. Peck Barrage is a quick attack that increases in power with each hit, so it's like Suchomimus's Claw Barrage and Raptor Strikes for Deinonychus and Latanovenatrix. They've got Stab, which deals a low amount of damage but ignores armor and weight of a target, so that's like the armor piercing that Daspletosaurus has. A very nice ability there. For the sensors, you've got Flock Migration, which decreases stamina usage when flying by 10% for each flyer nearby in your group, stacks up to 4 times, so it goes up to 40%. Evil Eye, which is while grounded, the closest creature to you within 60 meters radius deals 20% reduced damage. So it's kind of like they're stunned in a sense. Quite interesting there. You've got Carnage, which is like the Albertoceratops, and Ceratosaurus one increases attack if they are near a corpse. So that's going to be quite interesting. For front limb, you've got Wing Beat, which causes heavy knockback. You've got Flail, which causes medium damage, only usable in air, so that's an air attack. And you've got Barrel Roll, which is a quick dart forward in a roll, damaging things in your path, only usable in air. So you've got 2 air attacks. You can expect this thing to be an air attack in Menace, and that's going to be very much a pain in the arse. Then for the metabolism, we've got Scavenger, which allows you to only eat meat, fish, carrion, and bones, and Hyper Carnivore, that allows you to eat meat and food drain much slower. For the hide, you've got Tough Beak, which takes 75 reduced damage on first hit you take upon entering combat. And then you've got Preened Feathers, which uses 20% less stamina while flying. That will probably be a very strong one. Moving on, for legs, you've got Running Start, which this one is definitely what I think people will be using. 50% increased maneuverability when on the ground. We saw how poor it was before. It's definitely going to be a lot better now. Skydiver takes 40% reduced fall damage, and Gripping Claws turns 20% faster on the ground. So that is very, very nice. Now let's showcase these attacks off as the adult, and then I'll switch to the other ones and show them off too. By the way, I just want to say, as I'm just showcasing the adult HATZEGOPTERYX off, this thing is insane. This looks absolutely awesome. Oh, Ansel is broken. We hate that, but look at it. This model is really, really well put together. It obviously looks like an official, like it looks beautiful. Even look at the details on those feathers right there. Very, very nicely put together. Very, very well made. But, of course, let's showcase the abilities. So you've got your Peck. And you've got your Peck Barrage. Now, apparently, I am assuming this doesn't have a cooldown. So it's got a 1 second cooldown. Oh, and you do a little barrage. And then you do it again. So I think with every hit, that's more damage, right? If all of them land. And then let's really quickly showcase some of these flying abilities. Wait. How does this work? How does this work? Do I have to be properly sprinting? There we go. Okay, so we have... I don't know what this one is. I think this one is... Is it Wing Beat? I'm not too sure. This one is Flail, and then the other one is Barrel Roll. So you got Flail. That's quite a weird one. And then Barrel Roll you can only do while fast flying. So it's kind of like with the Quetzalcoatlus, and you've got obviously this weird wing beaty thing. So it looks like the cooldowns are untied from them, so you can literally spam them at intervals where they best suit. Now, let's showcase the other stuff. So, Wing Beat is a ability that you do while on the ground as well. It does knockback. We'll showcase that now. So that's going to be quite cool. It's kind of like what Quetzalcoatlus will have, or has. It's very similar to that in general. That being said, you've got your clamp. And there you go. That's what the clamp animation is. Here's a picture of it holding a Campto, so it does work. I don't know where exactly that screenshot's from, because I was sent it by a friend, but I'll try and get the source of it. And then, of course, this is the other one. This ignores armor, or weight and armor. It's like a big peck. Now, let's showcase all of the sounds for this menace. I'm very excited for this. It's going to be a very good one. So, let's give it a see. Oh, that kind of sounds like the... It reminds you of the Mape. Oh, I love that. That reminds me of Thalasso. And I like that one a lot. The way the beak chatters. Very nice. So, that is everything that I can properly showcase right now regarding this beast. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. This was HATZEGOPTERYX, a brand new massive flyer to come to Path of Titans, released today on Christmas Day. So, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you enjoyed this. I will have a video going out later today, hopefully going over all the other new stuff, which are the new skins, which have released as bundles that you can buy. 2 lots of Christmas skins, 8 new skins in total. So yeah, that is Hatzy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.